make sense to me. Who cares if you're wearing an American flag on your suit in America? I don't care.
I don't know that you support America if you don't have the pin on.
That makes no sense.
You're just not American, though. You voted for Commie Harris. Whereas a true American, like myself, I didn't vote. I just bought more guns on that day.
What kind of guns?
Just cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff.
AR-15.
No, I don't need a... Only cowards need rifles.
That's
True
true.
men
That's
get
true.
pistols, baby.
That's
Pistols are so cool. You can conceal them in your pants. Just whip them out in a coffee shop. Like Starbucks. Try out their caramel brulee latte. It's delicious. And perfect
and whatever
for the
this
Christmas
is.
season. Sorry, holiday season. Goddamn, war on Christmas!
Oh, don't start that bullshit.
But yeah, we're hot. We're fired up. We're feeling the fiery passion of men.
That's right. I don't know how or why, but we are.
Yeah, we're fired up because hats off. Hats off to the main man, the cleaner, Kenny Omega.
That's right.
The current AEW champion who beat Jon Moxley on this week's AEW Dynamite Winter is Coming show. So
That's right. Also, we are the Nerdington Post. That's Walter. I'm Will. Hello.
Yes, that's right. That is right. But yeah, wrestling is fun and it's nerdy stuff. It was a good show. Definitely watch it. It's a sign of interesting things to come in the wrestling world. Where a lot of crossovers happening with the NWA women's title being contested on AEW, and now, one of the vice presidents of Impact Wrestling possibly becoming Kenny Omega's manager, and Kenny Omega going to be popping up on Impact next Tuesday. Good times.
Cheers.
But the real burning passion I'm feeling is for The Good Life.
That's right.
Swery 65's. I don't remember. No, Suda 51, Swery 65. Yeah. Those Japanese quirky developers. The Good Life, his latest game, which is a slice of life game where you're a photographer in a small English town and everybody turns into cats and dogs.
It's weird.
It looks delightful.
Interesting.
Looks delightful. The footage they showed in the latest trailer, in like Swery's last game, Deadly Premonition 2, it looks like it runs like ass. It runs choppy. But, they've got until summer to patch it and fix it up.
Hopefully. It's going on Switch, right?
Yeah.
It looks like a Switch game.
Yeah.
It looks like a Switch game.
Yes. But also, got some fiery stuff coming from people's hands, like Kyo, King of Fighters 15, they released a little teaser for it, and a full reveal happening, I want to say January 7th. I haven't looked at my phone. I'm not going to look at my phone, but they're going to have a full reveal trailer, so hopefully it looks as good as Sam's show, and looks better than King of Fighters 14.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you like fighting games, check out the podcast I dropped with my buddy 2Meg, the Jocular Spectalkular, episode 26. We talk about fighting games for 2 hours. And
what's not to like?
Yeah, what's not to like? Alright. Yeah, check it. I had fun.
You look like you had fun.
Yeah, the whole thing was 3 hours. I cut a lot out.
Cut an hour.
Yeah.
Hey man, from what I saw, you guys had fun.
Yeah, well, the stuff we cut out was interesting. His sister was coming in, needed wanted our advice on the paper she was working on. It was interesting stuff, but cutting that out for her privacy and whatnot. And also, we're riffing beforehand. It starts with us laughing, some cancelable content. Just yeah, lock her up.
Okay,
type stuff.
all right.
But yeah, Just, riffing.
Moving on.
Being characters.
Moving on to Sea of Thieves news.
Yeah, you love Sea of Thieves.
I do love Sea of Thieves. That's a fun game.
Yeah.
And they're bringing out the Plunder Pass.
Yeah, they're switching to season-based content, which is, what everybody's doing. And Plunder Pass, Battle Pass. They didn't release a price for it yet. Yeah. I was looking around to see if they announced a price, but yeah, like usual season pass thing, like it lasts like 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Sea of Thieves is a fun game. Now that I have an Xbox, I just need a crew, aka you and John, to play it with me.
I'm not gonna. It's not free.
Man.
It should be free to play, especially if they're doing seasonal.
Well, maybe it will.
Pass
Maybe
stuff.
it'll go free to play if they're doing a Plunder Pass.
I mean, if you have Game Pass, it's free, but it's not free, and I don't.
It's not like cheap person free.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna be logging into a game regularly and leveling stuff up, that's gonna be Final Fantasy XIV, baby.
There it is.
Patch 5.4 drops this month, either this week or next week.
Excuse me.
I don't have the latest expansion yet. I probably won't get the latest expansions until after Cyberpunk. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV, new content dropping, baby. But yeah, why should people play Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Like I said, I want to get a crew because it's one of those games where it's more fun with friends and.
I imagine manning a ship solo is,
It's a pain in the ass. I tried when I got my Xbox and I got Game Pass. I was like, I'll try to jump back into Sea of Thieves, and the game has evolved so much from when it first came out to now. I was like, all right, this kind of blows with one person because I'm trying to go do a quest. I'm also trying to keep an eye on my ship because some fucking assholes coming out of nowhere to.
They're gonna wreck you.
Yeah. I got fucked up. I got fucked up bad. So, if any Xbox players are out there, let me know. Let's play Sea of Thieves, man. Let's go.
Yeah. It's been like a fun game. Just
it is fun.
Kind of a story generator where you and your buddies are just getting together and let's see what happens. And,
maybe we'll see if Dan wants to play it. Dan and I play that a lot.
Good old Dan.
Good old Dan. Dan, if you watch this...
Nah.
We're too liberal for him. I'm just kidding.
I'm not sure if I'm even Facebook friends with him.
Really?
I don't know.
I told you he's engaged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Same
engaged.
person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're together.
Congrats, Dan.
Congrats.
Hopefully, COVID's not messing up your wedding plans like it was him.
Yeah, fuck COVID. COVID can eat a dick.
Yeah, but so speaking of seasons, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 5 just dropped. Hey, Mando! The Mandalorian is in this season, and, I like The Mandalorian, but Din Djarin is not enough for me to check out Fortnite. With how much I love Marvel, if Marvel's not enough for me to check out Fortnite, it's not going to happen.
That's fair.
But it's cool that Mando's dropping, and according to data leaks, Kratos is coming to Fortnite,
Yeah,
which
we'll
is
see.
interesting. Yeah. So let's see if that's true. It probably is.
But I'm with you. It's not enough to make me pick up the game again.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last time I played Fortnite. It's been at least a year or two.
I don't like building.
I hate the building.
The guns don't feel as tight as other battle.
Well, you
royale
gotta
games.
understand. It's more of a campy, kid-friendly game. Where Warzone is that nitty gritty.
You could still have a cartoony game and have really
like a Deathloop,
impactful shooting. Just I don't know. Just the feedback you're getting, the visual feedback, the audio feedback. It doesn't feel like you're.
It's
I
fair.
don't know. Because some of those guns are, they're cartoony looking, but they're kind of more or less based off real guns.
No, I know. I get it.
That gun looks like a scar. It should...
Well, it's called a scar, too.
Okay, so yeah, they straight up just... Again, I've played Fortnite twice in my life. If you're going to have the scar in there, it should at least feel as good or similar to other scars in other games. Where
That's fair.
It feels like I'm popping off a scar rather than I'm popping off an airsoft scar. But again, like, I don't know. It's been patched the bejesus.
Yeah.
Like, since I've played it, like, 2 years ago, so, you know, maybe the guns feel better now. I'll never dive back in, though. Maybe. No.
No, you won't. Let's be real here. You won't.
Unless they had, the only thing that's going to make me dive back in, really, is if there's, like, a Final Fantasy Tactics crossover. Which is the reason why I checked out Final Fantasy XIV in the first place. So, yeah. That's the only thing that's going to get me in there, which is... But you can't say that's never going to happen, because... You never know. Fortnite does a lot of crazy stuff.
They do everything.
They do everything.
They've had Marvel, DC, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all...
Star Wars again.
Star Wars again.
But yeah. Game studio news. This one... has me a little excited and bummed out. Keiichiro Toyama, who is one of the co-creators of Silent Hill, Siren, and for me personally, it's something I love, the Gravity Rush franchise. Gravity Days.
I do like Gravity Rush.
Yeah, he left Sony in August and just announced a new studio called Bokeh Game Studio, Inc. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens, but that also bums me out that we'll probably never get another Gravity Rush game. Which... I expected, since those games never like set the world on fire sales-wise, but they were always really cool.
They were really fun games.
I love those games. Those might be my like sleeper favorite new franchise of this gen or last gen. And other shaking, earth-shattering studio news. I remember when Bioware and EA announced there's a new Mass Effect game with like a veteran crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the heads of the Mass Effect franchise, Casey Hudson, leaving BioWare.
Yep.
That's that today. What's that? No, today's Thursday. Thursday. And Mark Dara, who's one of the stewards in charge of the Dragon Age franchise, also leaving. So, yeah. Everything at BioWare has been up in the air, and now it's even further up in the air.
Yeah. Well, the CEO came out and said that they're still moving forward, obviously, on Mass Effect. And,
of course.
Dragon Age, but, I mean, of course they announced Mass Effect with nothing to show, so...
Yeah. But, yeah, and this is actually Casey Hudson's second time leaving BioWare.
Really?
So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think he left sometime around Anthem, and then... came back on board, and then now he's gone again. Yeah, that's cool. They talk about how this COVID era kind of put things in perspective for him, and like they want to try to pursue other creative endeavors. So I don't know whether that's gaming or whether it's gonna be like Cliff Bleszinski, where he's working on producing a play or a musical. Who knows? But best of luck to them. And let's see where Dragon Age and Mass Effect end up. And also Anthem is still cooking, so who knows how that's going to be.
Yeah. But... I don't know, man. Anthem was such a huge disappointment. Oh.
Yeah. I like the Iron Man fantasy of having a power suit flying around.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I played the first mission... and I was like, wow, there's so much potential here. How did you fuck it up? And then it was like, oh yeah, EA got involved.
Yeah. Because, like, again, I haven't played it. A lot of what I read was just the end game and loot grind wasn't great.
Right.
It was actually, I think on Reddit there's a post where one of the lead designers on Diablo 3 put a big post of, like, here's what went wrong with Diablo 3 and here's how we fixed it, and here's how you could apply the similar things to
Anthem.
That, like, this could help fix Anthem. It was a cool read.
Nice.
If you could find that, it was like a 2 years, whenever Anthem first launched. But yeah, it's interesting. Just I like checking out GDC talks and that sort of stuff. Just like game developers talk about development and design, that sort of thing. So I like reading those kinds of articles.
Same.
But yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 put a trailer for photo mode.
That's right.
Out there. So yeah, like, the game's completely first person, so and it has a lot of customization options, so you're thinking like, hey, why am I spending so much time customizing my clothes, my character, when I'm not going to see him ever unless I'm walking by a mirror? Bam, you got photo mode, and it looks intense, like a lot of options. You change the poses, a lot of stuff. It looks cool.
Yeah, it looked really cool. I like some of the effects they showed off that you could do.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I was just like rocking out to the music they had on the trailer. I was just going nuts.
You a photo mode guy?
I don't know. It depends on the game. Like, I like Spider-Man's photo mode.
I only used it to get the trophy associated with it. I'm not a photo mode guy.
I thought it was cool. At least what they did with Spider-Man is like you could be swinging through the city, going to selfie mode, and it's actually him like taking a photo, like doing the peace sign while he's swinging. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not. It's nothing that's gonna make or break a game for me. Like, I didn't give a shit about it in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make or break a game for me. But I mean, some of the stuff that they showed off in Cyberpunk looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm hit or miss.
That's something that I'm I'm not a fan of it personally. Well, I'm glad it's there for people who want it, but something like Demon Souls, I don't like that photo mode's in there because you can pause the game.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Only when you're in offline mode.
Okay.
Which makes sense because, like, you have to, like, I don't know. You can't pause the game on something that's online and someone can invade you. But it lessens the tension. Like, part of Demon Souls is having that constant tension where you can't pause the game, and if you're going to go into a menu, like, you better make sure you clear out an area or you're in a safe space. You know, you shouldn't be able to pause a Souls game. Like, when in 2015 when Bloodborne was announced, people were like, one of the producers was talking about like possibly adding a photo mode, and I was on Twitter just like, no, you cannot have a photo mode in a Souls game because it will just ruin the tension, ruins the online dynamic of having invasions and whatnot. But whatever. This is me. People love it. It's a great way for...
Well, it's a great way for people to like interact with each other, share what they do. I get it from like the social interaction standpoint.
Getting the user base to like promote the game.
I get it from the social interaction and like kind of free advertising it does for the game. It makes sense.
But I never use it. And also, depending on the game, like there's some great shots of, you know... I was thinking, I blanked, but like Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have it in something like, I don't know, it like God of War, where you could make Kratos turn to the camera and smile. That's just
okay. That it kind of
ruins the atmosphere for me and the mood,
especially with a game like that, where the atmosphere and the tone of the game is just so serious.
And then when you do it in Last of Us 2, it's just nah, man. I don't want keep it. If you want to have it, and I don't know, fuck it. I'm in the wrong here for sure. I know I'm in the wrong. Photo mode's great. Everyone loves it, but like it's immersion breaking to me. But again. That's just me. It's an option that I could completely ignore, and I do. So exactly. Fine. So I get the best of both worlds, but keep it the fuck out of Souls games.
Keep it out of Souls games, guys. Just don't do it. Don't do it in the Souls game.
Fuck you, Blue Point, for all the weird little atmosphere and mood changes you made.
I mean, they want to make sure you're
photo mode included.
They want to make sure you're killing the demon soul like with all your might, and they want you to capture it.
Fuck you, but you're the best in the business, and your game looks gorgeous. And according to everyone out there, Digital Foundry, who I watch, game runs perfect. So I love you, and fuck you. But yeah, let's get into... what are you playing right now?
I think we should do Dunking on Dipshits.
Oh, you want to dunk on Dipshits? You want to do that before Mando?
Let's do it before Mando.
Okay. Yeah, what are you playing right now?
Man, so I'm like cross between like 3 fucking games right now.
Yeah, because you got...
Age of Calamity, which I've put some time into, which is a fun game.
Have you beaten Legion?
No. I kind of
juggling.
I am juggling. It's not good. It is not good because I kind of have forgotten about Legion. And so I'm consistently playing Miles Morales, Age of Calamity, and I just beat Gears 1 because I decided to go through Gears 5. I was like, oh wow, I really remember how good the Gears series was. So I downloaded Gears 1 Ultimate Edition, and I beat that this morning and started Gears 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
juggling.
I have a problem and it's not working out. But
he tried to pick up Immortals today also. Immortals Phoenix Rising, but luckily for his time management,
they're out. So I have to go to the store that I actually pre-ordered it at and get it. But so Age of Calamity is awesome. If you're a Zelda fan, or if you just like good old Dynasty Warrior games, play that. It's fun. The timeline kind of makes sense of where it's picking up with Breath of the Wild, but there's still some plot holes that...
It's a whole... Everyone thought it was going to be a straight prequel, but then it's like, no, it's an alternate reality.
It is. So... Again, the creators of Zelda are kind of fucking up their own timeline, but it's fun. It's kind of like mindless hack and slash Dynasty Warriors. There's some cool mechanics in it. And Miles Morales, we both have been playing this. Yeah. It's awesome. Well, it's probably one of my top 3 games of the year.
Yeah, when we have our GOTY 2020 episode, we're definitely bringing that up. It's more Spider-Man. But the wrinkles they add to it, like especially combat, they feel good, man, with the Venom powers and like that meter management.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. I got the plan.
I thought it was really cool because it could have been, it would have been really easy for them to be like, all right, let's just copy and paste what we did in Spider-Man, do it in Miles Morales, but they didn't do that. You feel like at least this is how I feel when I play the game, when I'm swinging through the city or I'm fighting someone, I feel like I'm a very inexperienced Spider-Man.
Yeah. Like the little animations he does, he's a little more flaily, and like when
his balance isn't as good.
Yeah, when he lands on something, he's just like, whoa. The app that is very handy.
Yeah,
like the phone app of just that's a nice quality of life feature. Like when they ask you, like, oh, you gotta kill some time before
the next main story
mission. Yeah, just find some activity to complete, and you just open up the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app and just find like a crime happening.
Yeah.
Whereas in the previous game, you just swung around and waited for it to randomly happen. Just like, no, I could just pick from like what's happening nearby and then select it.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's got good feels too. Good story.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal game. I thought, like, I honestly didn't have too many high hopes for it because I was like, oh, it's just gonna be a copy and pasted of Spider-Man, but it is not. But
a lot of it is, but it's still great.
It's different enough to where it's worth the money and it's worth the time you put into it.
And they take some with this Spider-Man universe. They take some nice swerves, some twists and turns, just because, like, if you know Miles Morales from the comics or watching the Spider-Verse, you have certain characters where you think you know what's going to happen to them, and then, like, they take some interesting, like I said, swerves. But yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask you, since we've both been playing it, how do you feel about the new Peter Parker?
It's weird. I'll be fine with it by the time Spider-Man 2 comes out, probably. I'll probably forget what the old face looked like. Because, one of the things they talked about with developing Miles Morales, they changed how they worked, like, the facial animations and the, like, capture rigging, so I guess it makes sense to, like, switch them to get like a better facial structure to match the actor, but I don't know, man. Well, we'll see.
I don't like it.
It's weird.
It's weird
because I'm used to the other one, but again,
it's like when you have this favorite show or you watch this show, and then you're so used to this character for like 3 or 5 seasons, and then they recast it, and you're like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, because having those emotional scenes from the first one, I have that Peter Parker's face burned into my memory. It's like,
It's like I put like 30 to 40 hours into this and I'm that emotionally invested in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. Maybe by the time 2 comes out, I won't care.
Yeah, because, in 2 years, probably we'll forget what the old face looked like, since it'll been like 4 years since then.
Yeah.
But I still have my PS4 copy. I can get that old face if I want. Unless they patch the new face in, which I don't think they did. But on the PS5 edition of Spider-Man, yes. But I got my PS4 copy. I got old Spidey face. I'm good. For now.
I also thought it was really cool how in the first game, the city stood out as like its own character and everything. But I really like how they made this one intimate to Harlem.
Yeah.
In Miles Morales, the roots of Miles Morales.
You haven't beaten the game yet, right?
I'm on the last mission.
There's a beautiful post-game mission. That's all I'll say. It feels good, dude.
Okay.
It feels good. New York in the wintertime is beautiful.
Yeah, it looks great.
I love the winter. I love snow. And then again that while you're swinging around Manhattan, Central Park covered in snow. I love it. It's great.
Just like being in Chicago. Even though we haven't had any snow yet, I'm surprised.
No. There was like one day in like October, November where it got real cold, and then it was just like, nah, that's it. See ya. But yeah, that's all I've been playing is Miles Morales.
I've been playing too much.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 14, I got my mage up to 60.
Nice.
So I'm ready to move on to Stormblood, but again, not pulling the trigger on it until after Cyberpunk.
So it's not going to happen for a while.
No, it's not going to happen for a while. I'm in love with that world and that story, but I don't want to pull the trigger on it and then kind of forget about it, and I'm paying like $14 a month.
Exactly.
With a sub. I'm like, I'm going to hold off. But I got my characters in gear where they need to be at to move on to the next expansion whenever that happens. I'm psyched.
Good.
Yes. But yeah, time for... Oh yes, dunking on Dipshits. I was good about to...
I know you were. That's why I whispered it. I was like... Yeah. So I'm going to make this super quick. Just dunking on Dipshits. To all you Xbox Series X and PS5 scalpers.
And... PC parts scalpers.
And PC parts scalpers. Fuck you. Why you gotta be a dick? I will say, it's not entirely the scalpers' faults. Retail websites and the producers of these consoles and parts by now could have developed a better system of how they get their parts and systems into the hands of their consumer. But I think at the same time, since it's selling and they're making money, I don't think they really care.
Yeah. And also with, maybe it would have been different if there was more retail going on, but like with COVID, like a lot of things are online and you could just get bots to pick everything up. Yeah. I mean, where's the honor in that? Like, I like scalping. Like, I've done it every now and then on like collector's editions of just... It's not so much scalping, it's just like, let's get this Resident Evil 7 Collector's Edition.
Oh, I wanted that
See
so
if I
bad.
could flip it, and then like, boom.
You still have that?
No, I sold it.
Damn it.
Made $150 profit. Well, no, shipping. Yeah, no. $150 profit. It was awesome. But it's fun. Like, I'm not like one of those guys who's in it to make money. It's more of the fun of the deal. Because most of the time I'll be like, is this thing gonna... It's like, I don't know, gambling. Like, I'm going to spend...
No, it is, because I tried to...
It's fun.
One time I tried to scalp something...
It's fun for me.
...was a San Diego Comic-Con pop. Limited edition pop. And I got my hands on one. And I agree. The art of the deal with it is really exciting, because I sold it. I made like $20 profit.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun.
But it sucks when I want something and I can't get it.
This, there's no honor in it. It's all about, like... We're going to program bots to pick everything up and then just sell them for a profit. Nah, man. If you're that guy who's, again, with the retail thing and COVID, if you're that dude who's standing in line for a long time to just pick up like one or two things and sell them for a profit, that's good on you, but I respect that, man. There's no honor in machines doing everything for you.
Exactly.
Where's the gamesmanship there? There's no art to it.
Yeah.
Whereas like most of the time, with the things I resell or try to resell, I'm on the whole, I've probably broken even. Like sometimes, like on that collector's edition, made like 150 profit. I resold the Final Fantasy 15 collector's edition, made like $200 profit on that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
I was just like,
what did that come with?
Like a big ass figure and like a bunch of shit. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, I was just like, oh, this is going live. Let's see if I could get it first of all, and then see if I could get a profit off of it. I
will say, dude, like one thing I do miss about working at GameStop is being able to, and you people probably know this, that
you people
shut up. But I mean, I know we did this when we worked at GameStop. Whenever there was a new console announced or something we really wanted, we knew was going to be a really hyped item.
Yeah,
we fucking pre-ordered it.
Yeah,
and if you ever go to GameStop and say, "Oh, we don't do that," they're lying. They do that because we did that.
Yes,
because I remember when the Nintendo and Super Nintendo Mini came out, and we were always like, "Oh yeah, I couldn't even get one." No, we got one. We got them.
Yeah. It's been long enough. I'll say, like, yeah, I scalped those.
So did I.
Yeah. But, like, again, when you're doing it in small batch, like a craft beer, it's fun. If you're doing it in bulk,
Like, there was a group of scalpers on the internet that were boasting that I think they either were able to scalp... No, they were able to secure, like, either 1,000 Xboxes and PlayStations.
Yeah.
And they were boasting about it, so the retailer that it happened at found out and canceled all the orders.
Nice. Good for them.
So good for that retailer. But yeah, fuck the scalpers who are trying to just take advantage of people during a pandemic and doing bots and not doing it the honorable way.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And also, like, we're a little more unscrupulous than the usual GameStop employee. So mostly it's just people reserving it for themselves, which is, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not like we're reserving and selling it. We're just reserving it for ourselves.
Sometimes, though.
He did.
Sometimes.
But no, like when the Xbox One X came out,
yeah,
and we only had a limited one of those, I kind of took advantage of that and I pre-ordered it for myself.
When the Switch first dropped, I definitely got like 2 for myself, so I could just give them to my cousins. So
I remember that was before I started working there. And I remember I came in the day it went live for pre-order, and I got the last one. I think you or Dan helped me. That was before I worked there.
Yeah, okay.
That was funny.
But yeah. Scalping. Keep it craft and small batch. Have fun with it, man.
And be honorable.
It's about like, I don't know. It's the gamble of, do I spend this much money and try to get this much profit off it, or am I going to take a loss on that? That's what I like. I don't like gambling, but this is my gambling.
And if you're an asshole who's getting a PS5 and selling it for $1,300, fuck you.
But also, way to take advantage of this capitalist society that we live in. And come January in Commie Harris's America, the government's going to control everything economical, and we won't have scalpers anymore. We will be a socialist paradise. Thank you, Comrade Biden.
Comrade Biden?
Comrade, Sleepy Joe Comrade.
Here we go. All right, anyway, on to everyone's favorite segment.
Hey, Mando.
Who's the guy in the Bubba mask?
Bubba mask, he flies around and he talks like this.
Bubba mask.
Bubba Fett is his name, that's my fault.
Bubba Fett never talks like that.
Yeah, he does. He goes, where's the wars?
In the stars, y'all.
Man to Mando, the best Mandalorian podcast segment ever.
Yes. I forget which chapter this is, but the episode was
Chapter
The Jedi.
5.
The Jedi. Do it.
Do it.
I was a little worried because we're finally gonna see Ahsoka Tano, and we did.
Right away.
And she looks, right away.
I'm not gonna lie. I was going into it thinking we're gonna see like the last 15 to 20 minutes.
But then the start of it, that she's very old samurai movie vibes. Yeah. There's like this town that's under siege by some dickheads.
Keeping it with that Western vibe of the show, which was really nice.
And they had some like horror-ish vibes, which I loved because, like, especially when in this post-Empire world where like no one's heard of the Jedi are kind of like this
myth
legend that they really convey that of just like there's this mysterious being that's fucking us up and murdering us in the woods. It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Yes, and we're on Corvo, right?
Yeah,
Corvus,
Corvo Atano from Dishonored. But something I loved is when she takes her dual lightsabers, cuts through the tree to get the dude, and then uses the force push to throw that chunk of tree at the other dude.
Yeah.
Such a great use of force power.
So you see Ahsoka Tano right away.
Kicking ass with the dual lightsabers.
It was... And I gotta say, I was worried. I wasn't worried about Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, but with the Clone Wars and Rebels, you know, you kind of like feel bad for the voice actress because I feel like she could have also done a good job. Maybe.
Yeah, but Rosario Dawson is closer in age to how Ahsoka is in the current Mando timeline. It is weird, like we were talking with the Peter Parker face.
Right.
Just the recasting. Like, I've had, like 7 seasons of Clone Wars. Like, 2 seasons of Rebels with this Ahsoka, and then it's a different Ahsoka. So I'm not 100% on board. I'm like 95% on board.
She looks great. I thought the design of her was great. It was a good casting.
It's good casting, but I still have a specific image,
of course,
and sound of Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But that Michael Bihn's in it. That was cool. It was just like a kind of shitty mercenary,
like a right-hand man.
Yeah. Like the shitty, like the douchey marshal of that town.
But yeah, so we open with Ahsoka trying to liberate a town.
Yeah.
And she kicks ass.
And then Mando dropping into that town and getting, again, like the very RPG structure of this.
Right.
Of the mayor or whatever. I forget the specific title. Like, hiring, because they know Mando's a bounty hunter, so they hire Mando to hunt Ahsoka. And you see, and the payment for this quest, definitely a main story quest item. It's a spear made of pure Beskar. It's like, oh, definite main story quest item. Mando's definitely getting this.
Exactly. It's like, we know what he wants.
Yeah. And then, you know, he's able to track down Ahsoka, and just a lot of fun interaction of just Ahsoka testing
Grogu. Yes, the biggest name drop ever. The child is called Grogu. Which apparently has like some backlash happening right now. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's the child.
Yeah. I'm still gonna call him the child.
Yeah, same.
I mean, Mando's still gonna call him kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get the kid's backstory. Apparently he was at the Jedi Temple back in the day, because he's like 40 years old. He was there when the...
He's 50.
Nah, he's 40.
He's 50.
He's 40s.
We
can go back to episode 1.
You know what? We'll look it up after this, and we'll put a little thing down there of who was right.
I'm not going to put a little.
Yeah, you will.
He's in the 40s.
He's in the 50s.
But yeah, Grogu was at the Jedi Temple when the younglings got killed. He was spirited away, and you know he's been hiding ever since, suppressing his Force powers, doing a regular Luke Skywalker, cutting himself off from the Force. So Ahsoka testing him, and just like, oh, he doesn't have it anymore. He has a little bit. He doesn't have it.
Right.
And also touching back into Ahsoka's backstory of being Anakin's apprentice, and then her knowing the path Anakin went of just like, no, Grogu's too old. He's got too many like
conflicting feelings.
He's got too many earthly attachments to be trained in the Force, and if like he loses those attachments,
it could be the next Darth Vader.
Exactly. Mundo. I love it. Love it. Ties into Ahsoka's ongoing story and whatnot,
and rumor has it after the great response from Ahsoka, there's a rumor that she's now going to get her own Disney Plus show.
I don't know if I want that to happen.
No, I agree. I feel like... I think what The Mandalorian does best is it balances these worlds so well of when you see each character. I would be okay with her just returning every couple episodes of The Mandalorian. I think that's fine.
I like that. Just having her be... kind of like how Rebels treated her. She's like a special thing. It highlights her importance when she's not there all the time.
Exactly.
She pops up for like big moments, and it highlights how badass she is and how important she is to like the whole universe.
Yeah, keep her in Mandalorian, and then give me that Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Yes, give me that sexy Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, love me some Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mando and Ahsoka team up to take down what's her face, Jada Pinkett Smith. It's Jada Pinkett Smith.
It's not Jada Pinkett Smith.
Who is it then?
I don't know.
It's totally Jada Pinkett Smith. Yes, I've seen her Red Table show on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. You get that crying Will Smith meme. I know that face. It's Jada Pinkett Smith. It's not. 100%.
You want to put money on it? Do you want to make a bet live on the podcast?
$30. No, $20.
$20. Okay.
15? 13. Let's do 15.
$15? Is that your final answer?
It's not as big as betting on president.
So, $15?
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
It's Jada Pinkett Smith, dude. Look it up, Scotty. Look it up.
Okay. Morgan Elizabeth, right? That was the magistrate? Deanna Lee Inosanto.
Oh, that looks like... Their face looks like Jada Pinkett, though.
You owe me $15.
Come on.
Yes!
How's that not... The face looks so similar. It looks so similar, dude. Alright.
Oh, man. You're like 0-4 with bets with me this year. At least you have all of 2021 to make it up. Oh, man.
I
can see where she looks like Jada Pinkett Smith, but that's not Jada.
Okay. God damn it. Looks similar, though. He's giving me that. Okay, so, yeah. Mando and Ahsoka team up and, fuck dudes up. Something that really got me is Mando holding off lightsabers with his Beskar armor. I don't remember that being a thing.
I don't either.
But they do specify early in the episode that his armor is pure Beskar.
Right.
So it might
much
be
like that staff. Like much like the spear.
Like
that's the mayor.
So, yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm pretty sure in Clone Wars they fuck up Mandalorians with lightsabers.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the...
But, like, it might be a thing where they... Because this episode they did specify pure Beskar, so it might be a thing where pure Beskar is resistant to lightsabers.
Exactly.
Whereas the other thing, if it's, like, not 100% Beskar, like, a lightsaber's still gonna be able to cut through it. But, I don't know. That's whatever. There are things that are resistant to lightsabers in this universe,
exactly.
So they're just... I'll let you can have it. I'll let you have it. I'm not going to be nitpicky. You do specify pure Beskar.
Right.
So, you got to pass.
Yeah. So they save the village, or town, and we get a huge name drop right as Ahsoka beats the mayor.
Yeah, the magistrate, she works for somebody, and Ahsoka had a conflict with this magistrate because she's trying to get information, and that information is... Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Boom!
Which, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Because the last time we saw Grand Admiral Thrawn...
was the last episode of Star Wars Rebels.
With Ezra.
Ezra.
I haven't seen that.
Ezra and Thrawn get taken away to who knows where by space whales. It's beautiful. So we don't know what happens. And then, like, the post scene for Rebels takes place after the fall of the Empire, and Sabine and Ahsoka go on a quest to look for Ezra. So we don't know whether... Because Dave Filoni, who directed this episode, was showrunner on Rebels and Clone Wars, has said that, like, we don't know if that last scene of Rebels takes place before or after the Mando timeline, so we don't know if Ahsoka's still on her quest to find Ezra and Thrawn, or if they're already back in the Star Wars universe. Because Ahsoka gave, again, another... The Mandalorian's quest just keeps going, man.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Ahsoka just dropped another location for him to go to, where, like, have the child go to this place and then reach out with the Force and see if other Jedi pop out. And since we're not gonna, like, get Luke Skywalker in this, another Jedi who's out in the wild, if Thrawn is back in play, that means Ezra's back in play, so maybe we'll get Ezra next episode.
Exactly.
Or with how The Mandalorian is, there's going to be a side quest. So in 2 episodes, we'll get Ezra. Because there has been an actor out there who's been tweeting, like, hey, I might be Ezra in The Mandalorian, so we might see Ezra. That's cool, man. But Grand Admiral Thrawn, man. That's going to be sick, man. Thrawn is so cool in Rebels. And the non-canon stuff now. But yeah, Thrawn's a cool villain. I hope we see him in The Mandalorian. If not, I guess an Ahsoka show. But yeah, this episode proved to me that, because in Clone Wars, they're usually just, like, fucking up robots with lightsabers.
Right, exactly.
They're in this series, they're not afraid to fuck up people with lightsabers. And it's cool. They're gonna do badass things with the Jedi.
I agree. It was a good episode. It was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So far, this season, in my opinion, has surpassed the first one.
Yeah.
But the first one was great.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I for some reason, I looked at, like, the IGN review of this episode, and they gave it a 10, which is, like...
I mean,
it's like a great episode of The Mandalorian. It's great Star Wars, but, like, a 10? Get the fuck out of here. It's not an episode of Mad Men or Halt and Catch Fire. What are you doing giving this a 10?
Is Mad Men good?
It's the greatest show ever made. Full stop. Period. There's... It's the greatest example of television as an artistic medium. Mad Men.
Okay.
Watch Mad Men.
Watch it.
I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, but you could probably watch it on Amazon Prime. AMC has their own bullshit streaming service, AMC Plus. Like, it's just too many streaming services. Fuck off.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Guess I'll have to get the Mad Men box set that comes with a tumbler glass, which is fucking awesome.
How much is that?
I don't know. But it comes with, like, it's Mad Men, baby. Hell yeah, that box set is coming with a whiskey glass. But yeah, everybody watch Mad Men and I guess also The Mandalorian.
You should watch The Mandalorian. We have a segment about it.
Mad Mandalorian. I'll watch that.
Mad Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of Mandalorians drinking, being sad dads. It's great. And, Mando kind of is a sad dad.
Yeah, he's kind of sad dad.
So, yeah, we'll get there. We will get there.
That's right, we will.
Yeah, there's so many things happening. Hopefully they all come together well. Because right now we have Moff Gideon kind of doing his stuff to perpetuate the Empire and or build towards the First Order. We have Bo-Katan trying to reclaim Mandalore.
We have Boba Fett somewhere in there.
Boba Fett somewhere. Ahsoka hunting Grand Admiral Thrawn. So there's that storyline, and then possibly Ezra coming back. And then also Cara Dune. Maybe we'll see more New Republic action with her being recruited. There's so many threads. I hope they come together and it's not just they don't leave it hanging and like, hey, guess what? You got to keep your Disney Plus subscription going because we're spinning that thread off into a different series and we're spinning that thread off into a different series.
We'll see.
We will see.
We will see. And we'll see you next week.
On the Nerdington Post.
On the Nerdington Post. Did we forget anything?
Streaming services news. I wanted to add this, but then you already went into the exit.
Fuck the exit.
Yeah, with streaming service news, Warner Brothers announced all their major 2021 releases are going to be simultaneously released on HBO Max. So,
and in theaters.
Yeah. So Dune. There's some I can't remember.
There's some Matrix 4,
Dune. Yeah, pretty much every major release that's going to be coming out theatrical, the day and date HBO Max release. So that's cool.
Yeah, but we're seeing Dune in theaters.
I'm seeing all those movies in theaters. I'm a theater guy. I'm seeing them in theaters.
So am I.
You know, I want that big ass experience. Yeah. Something like Christopher Nolan. Audio is a huge component, like especially with Dunkirk. We're just like, fuck, those planes are overhead. Yeah, I'm seeing those in theaters. But yeah, that's cool if you have streaming, or if this COVID vaccine turns out to be a huge botch and we're all still stuck at home.
No, man, it's 95% success rate. We're good.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. But that's it.
That's it.
We're done. Bye.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Oh, wait, and we're officially on Spotify now, so follow the Nerdington Post on Spotify. And we also announced the winners of our Cyberpunk giveaway. Congrats to those 3. Remember, if you want free shit once a month, follow our Facebook.
Rigged, baby. He rigged it. Him and communist commie Joe Biden.
Nope, that's not.
They rigged the contest.
It's not accurate at all. It's not rigged. It's all random.
But yeah. Goodbye and good night.